Got my notes here. So last week we did just a very basic breathing practice. This week we're going to build on that with the awareness of the breath plus our thoughts. So hi, Cass Landrigan Mihalich. Hi, Open Mind. How's the sound this week? Last week was very unfortunate, and I know it was not ideal, but we got her fixed. Sounds okay for you guys? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Good sound. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, it was time to upgrade, so we leveled up. All right, good deal. Well, we'll get started with those of you that are here. And just to welcome you all, my name is Heidi Woods, and we are here together for Into the Woods, our weekly meditation with Open Mind. And I just want to thank you guys all for taking the time, whether you're watching this now live or at a later time. I think your investment in your mental health is vital. And if you haven't yet, or you need resources, head to Open Mind's website, openmindnd.org. They've got a ton of amazing resources, and as part of those resources, we thought it would be really cool just to do a weekly check-in like this, just something that you could watch, something that you could listen to, something that could be of benefit to you in these crazy times. I mean, if you're not overwhelmed right now, maybe you're not paying attention. COVID is blowing up here in the state. We have an election coming up next week, a very important election. We've got a full moon on Saturday, also a blue moon, so twice in 1 month. And you may, if you're paying attention, kind of feel that. Like even just driving today, I noticed people are driving a little crazier. So this is our collective exhale that we can come together. This is our opportunity to kind of set all of our luggage down metaphorically. And you may notice you feel it in your, I feel it more in my shoulders, like I have tension. So let's take some time today to do a little breathing practice, and we are going to pay attention to our thoughts. So what I wanted to do before we begin is just begin to settle the body. So whether you're in a chair, you can be lying down, just find the back of your, trying to reconnect. Okay, I hope it does, you guys, but it just said try to reconnect. Looks like you're still here. So one other thing we're going to try for next week is to bring you live if you want to meditate live together. The only thing with that is you would have to make sure that it was fairly quiet in your household, so all kind of settled. Let's just begin by either resting the eyes and softening the eyes. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to, but you can take a soft gaze somewhere in front of you. So just kind of eliminate any distractions in the room. Drop the shoulders down, unclench the jaw, and just do a quick body scan all the way from the top of the head down to the toes. And if you notice you're holding any tension, just see if you can soften that area. So for example, if you feel like gripping the muscles in the legs, just relax into your seat, okay? So as we begin to body a little bit more, this breath you've taken all day, big breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth. Good. If you'd like, you can keep your hands where they are or just drop them gently back into the lap. And what we're going to do now is just be these kind of silent observers of our own thoughts. And one way to do this is imagine you are sitting in a movie theater and you're watching the screen. So as these thoughts kind of come and go in the mind like they will, I want you to imagine that you're seeing them on the screen. So maybe you're thinking about what you're going to make for dinner. Start telling a story around that, or what you're going to do after dinner. I want you to watch that and then see if you can come back to the breath. So that wave coming in and the wave going out. And bring some kind attention to the thoughts without judging them. That's kind of a skill, and it takes time and it takes practice. But as we breathe here together silently, I'm going to turn my voice off. Just be that kind observer of the thoughts. We'll take a few moments here together for the practice. Again, if you notice, you're kind of following those back to your seat in the movie theater and just kind of witness them as they come and go. And then always returning with that rise and fall. With each exhale, just softening maybe a different area of the body, whether it's the shoulders, the legs, all the way down to your toes. Good. Let's take a moment now just to drop the chin down towards the, and then see if you can drop your shoulders back and down a little bit so we actually feel that lengthening in the back of the neck. And then from here, just to break up a little tension in that area of the body, we'll roll gently right ear over to right shoulder. And then nice and easy, too fast, we're going to take this nice and slow left ear over to left shoulder. And if for whatever reason this affects your balance, you can just drop the chin towards the here. But just some nice neck rolls. Everybody who has an office job or sits at a desk for more than an hour and a half to 2 hours a day should be doing some of these practices just to break up that tension. Good. And then we'll come back up to a neutral posture. Go ahead and flutter the eyes open whenever you're ready. So these are intended to be short little nuggets that you can take into your day. So this is maybe all of 5 minutes that we did a simple breathing practice like that. But what actually happens in the body is we're reversing the physiological response to stress. So just notice now, do you feel than you did 5 minutes ago? And whether it's good, bad, whether you feel better, maybe a little more anxious, that's the silent observer that we just practiced. And if we can do that with some kind attention, all of those thoughts that came up, and maybe you didn't have as many as I did. I started thinking about what I was going to make for dinner, some of the things I have to do tonight. But when I kept returning to my breath, that is mindful awareness that this practice can bring us. And I'll share a quick story with you. I call it the rule of 99. So I was speaking to this big group once, and majority of people enjoyed it and appreciated it. And somebody pulled me aside afterwards and didn't really resonate with them. And they were asking a lot of questions, and I could tell they were kind of put off by the content, and that is okay. But guess what? Who am I going to remember when I'm driving home that day? Not the 99 people that enjoyed it or appreciated it. It's that one. So I want you to remember when thoughts come up, especially negative thoughts, we have to neutralize that. Either gratitude or thoughts of positivity. The brain is almost like it's almost like Velcro with negativity, right? Those things stick. So to neutralize that, I want you guys for your homework to make a list of 10 things that you're looking forward to, 10 things that you're grateful for, whether it was maybe your neighbor shoveled the snow out of your driveway, maybe you had lunch with a friend. So we have to keep reaching for those positive thoughts and the things that we're looking forward to. Otherwise, the thoughts that we do have in a day, that 40 to 60,000 thoughts that we all have, can end up being majority of the time very negative. So just simply noticing, being that silent observer of the thoughts, we can come in closer contact with them, which can be difficult at first. It can be overwhelming and it can be kind of noisy, right? But befriend them. And I think that's an important part of our practice that we have to remember, is that mindfulness is paying attention to the here and now with kindness and curiosity. So when I teach it either to kids or adults, going from that place of judgment to a place of kindness and curiosity is the practice, right? So if we do that over and over with time, it can be really beneficial to our overall mental health. So with that, I think what we'll do next week is, if anybody's interested in going live together to practice together, I'm not sure what that's going to do for my visual, if it'll be more like a Zoom call where we can all practice together, and if you would just prefer to watch too, that's okay. But for your homework, would you all please just take some time this evening, make a mental list, or even journal it out. Get your Britney Spears notebook and write 10 things that you're looking forward to, 10 things that you're grateful for, and really look for that, right? Because we can begin to cultivate those good thoughts, those good feelings, just by kind of going within and doing the practice. And if you have any suggestions for meditations, you can post them below. Let me know, and I'd be happy to read through those and make a practice for you. So last week was breath awareness. This week we focused on breath plus thoughts. And the next week, we have a body scan meditation. That's a nice one. That one you can do lying down. So for next week, yeah, we'll prepare for the body scan. And if you're watching from your car, you can recline your seat. If you're at home, you can find a comfortable place to practice. So with that, I wish you all well. I hope you guys have a great evening. And if you'd like, leave some feedback below on a meditation that might be beneficial for you in your life. Okay? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.